I think we should get the others.
Roger that.
Hopper will go on.
Oh, I was gonna say, how do you get him?
Oh yeah. He'll return to the entrance and the the breaching team, I assume, is watching us from a safe distance. He'll just kind of wave them over.
Correct, and you'll hear Caster give off a slight whistle to everyone that's waiting a little bit further, who will stop popping out.
Thank fuck.
Does this cave connect to any of the others? Is there like a passageway?
There
anyway?
might be under some small little barricaded off areas, but it would be hard for anyone to pass through. That's not small, very small.
I'll leave
Like a
it
child or a
bordered.
gnome.
Like Maven if he sucked in real hard.
I'll leave it bordered or barricaded while we're gonna camp. But Gregor is curious where that leads.
To be fair, though, as you enter and you close it off, besides the air being very stale, it's warmer by about 10-15 degrees.
Natural geothermic, whatchamacallums?
I guess that sounds like a nature roll.
Oh, whoa.
Watch as this place blows up in the middle of the night by a geyser.
It's full of gas.
That's pretty good. Yeah, so there are multiple
Maybe,
types of ways you lose heat. One of them is called it's convection. Yeah.
Yeah, you radiate it.
Mm-hmm. So keeping it kind of insulated or
Right.
in enclosed space. That's why you're
not being on any of the cold stone and being on wood and closing off draft flow helps increase the temperature.
That's why your face gets all fucking hot when you put your head under the covers.
Right. So your body heats are the predominant source of heat change in here, not the elements.
And you said the entrance is sealed, right?
It's not sealed, but at the bottom of it, it has rocks tied to the leather, and then there's a foot tall lip of wood at the beginning, so it's very hard to blow in.
Okay. That's good, because any heat that we have would stay inside, and the cold outside would probably make it not be conspicuous. Yeah.
These are the adaptations people have made to live here.
Woo.
And wait for them to ambush us at night.
Find a good spot to start a fire, start a campfire.
The fire pit.
They have several braziers and torch slots that have since not been used. Although you can see in them, they're burnt down to ashes, everything that was in.
Anything left over in the tents?
There isn't.
This place was abandoned.
There are some empty crates, empty jugs, bones of fish left over.
Is there any symbology on anything or writing?
Well, don't
any
you
sign
roll
of
me an investigation?
I can probably do bad at one
Can
of those
I-
real fast.
Can I assist them?
Absolutely. You can assist. You can do your own.
What's your intelligence?
Just you do your own. I have a -1.
All right.
You can assist Doran, who's also doing one.
Nice.
Swag on him.
Oh my god.
Man is a legend.
He's so much
I look
better.
too. Am I helping?
Holy shit.
Oh,
Yeah, you are.
Hey.
Yeah, you are.
Wee.
It's Bradford's idea, and he does the second worst. Let's go.
So
I was looking too.
some of you find just some random odds and ends, what looks like small little makeshift children's toys. You find some sad things is that they're sort of placed besides rock cairns.
Oh. Leave those there. No point disturbing the dead. And none of us are children anyways.
Lucian, you come to something that looks like a almost like a calendar, like a makeshift calendar. And with a 26, you can deduce that whoever left here about 30 days before winter kicks in. Just based on the number of sketchings that are on it. Because you see about... how do I describe this? They're like on a wind chime, almost. Except each one of them has engravings on it. And there's about 15. And the last one only has about 280 engravings on it. Whereas the other have 365.
I would like to direct the attention of whoever's around and wants to listen. And just describe what you described to me.
Oh.
It's a little weird, isn't it?
So they left before winter started and didn't return.
I guess so.
At least have not returned yet. Maybe they have I don't know, migrational patterns or something.
What season are we in right now?
Winter.
You are going headlong into winter.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Whoops.
Like I described before, there is winter and not winter.
Okay.
I don't know exactly the customs of goblinoid people, children of Karlov, but is there a chance that they're on some sort of religious pilgrimage? Going to somewhere before winter starts, pay the blessings. Before winter starts, come back to survive through the winter itself. Looks like Con.
Con roll
Paladin.
with advantage.
Oh shit!
Can I give him guidance?
Yeah, absolutely. 15.
He has a reroll, right?
We're about to
I don't
go
know if this is worth
bad
it.
in theory. We're about to have a long
I
rest.
wouldn't suspect so. I don't think these people are coming back.
That's morbid.
So,
He just points over to the two mini carns. I think they lost enough that they decided to call it quits.
that makes
Yeah.
sense.
I guess we would know something about that, eh?
So they
Warm
just
up.
relocated.
You just hear like Castor still looking at the entrance. Why fight nature?
I'm gonna go over to Caster. What are you looking for? Still think we're getting followed?
Just have a feeling. Something's not right here. I know that's silly to say, because obviously, but I don't know. Call it a hunch.
Caster, we're a bunch of Blackwatch recruits sitting in an abandoned camp in the middle of the woods approaching winter, which is the dumbest thing I've ever heard, considering how we're outside in the winter. I don't think hunches are that bad right now. And I don't think
Well-
silly counts.
As well as
A
the record
warrior.
does say there was something to be alert of.
Trust your instinct.
Anyone got the alarm spell? Could be pretty useful while we set up camp.
I got caltrops.
We
Sounds
could
excellent.
use those jugs as well. Set them up by the entrance. If anyone pushes in the leather door, they would knock the jugs over, create some noise.
I have some bells and twine if we want to set something up with that.
Safe to say, I think nothing's getting in here without us knowing.
Then we set up a barricade, put rifles on the other side, stare at the door until dawn.
I asked Khan to see if there's anything up with the Karens in a spiritual way. Is it desecrated? Consecrated? Anything?
Oh yeah, he goes over there. Does his paladin thing.
Yeah.
But you see him just sort of like God, how's the best way to say it? Like from the, it's hard to say, but you can see under his, even through his armor, a slight glow that coalesces in the center before fading out. No, these were done in a reverential way.
Well, at least I don't gotta worry about the ghosts at night.
But there is probably bodies.
I could figure that gun. Thanks.
I just thought you should.
Thank you. You're very helpful in that regard. I get it.
Can I use Primeval Mark just to see if there's anything within a mile?
A dragon.
You detect a dragon.
Mile.
Detect yourself.
Basically, looks in a mirror. You son of a bitch.
Is it
Oh,
mile
look who it is.
radius or just like?
It's
Name my
It does
radius.
say it just as a mile.
Within
Radius.
1 mile of you.
Yeah, so
Okay,
anywhere within
radius.
1 mile. So
Got
radius.
it.
Yes.
Or 6 if we're in favorite terrain, but I don't know what your favorite terrains are.
It's not this. I think it's just Dusklands, basically.
I thought you were a
There-
spring kind of guy.
There are definitely
Right.
dark creatures within a mile.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's less than surprising.
That tracks.
Does he get how close within a mile?
I don't think
No.
it tells you, right?
No.
The thing's in there.
Is this mine or is this the OG one?
It's yours.
But you do
Okay,
know
then yeah.
I do.
that
know one.
that they're type 2 and a type 3.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Can he tell if it's just a singular type 3?
It specifically didn't tell you the numbers.
That is a true thing. Or that is an accurate
But
I guess you could ask if it's smart or not.
thing.
you
It has
feel
more hit dice
something-
than you.
Oh man, I think you probably feel what Caster's been feeling now.
Ah, shit. Ah,
You
shit.
feel Dean.
Right.
Ah, shit.
Is it just like wherever he looks, it's just like he feels like he's being seen from that direction? It's like no matter where it is, it's just like constantly watching.
You feel like you've peered a little bit too far, and something has taken note. You extrapolate from that what you will.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
The only question is how did Caster detect that? I had to use a spell for that.
He's-
What the-
He's an elf. He has a natural, or not a full elf, but he's a half elf, so natural attunement to the world.
Also the mist stuff.
And also Mistwalker.
Does Bradford share his
Oh,
feelings?
100%. Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
right,
It
gotcha.
looks like a
You okay?
chill just goes down his back for a second.
Come back to us, you alright?
That. No, this. There is something here.
Like here, or like in this
No, not-
room right now?
Not immediately. There's. Factually, there are type 2s and type 3s, I believe, within about a mile. And
That's
there's
not bad, man.
something. Watching.
Watching us.
At the very least, watching me. It didn't like being observed.
It's like a caster. See if like this collaborates with him.
Like it's noticed.
Just nods.
Doesn't matter. We don't have time for it. It is what it is.
Right. It's not like we can exactly rush up a mountain. I feel it would bring only more attention.
We can trap the entrance.
I was gonna work on that.
Good. I'd recommend getting your helmets off. Trying to dry out the inside of it as much as you can. Don't want your breath crystallizing inside of it.
It's actually very good advice.
I need to make a regulating suit.
What you need right now is to figure out how to make those potions usable again. Or Erica. Erica could probably have figured this out.
I put my money on Erica.
We could just leave them by the fire.
We could.
As far as the fire, we need to figure out a way to make sure the smoke doesn't stay in here, poison us. Gonna have to find a way to ventilate it out.
Well, surely the people that lived here had some method, or else they wouldn't have had a fire pit here. Maybe there's someone underneath the bark.
Can I make a perception check to check the walls? I guess.
He just looks to y'all. Then I trust in your ability to find it. Roll me a perception check.
Or
Can I roll as well?
Can I roll investigation?
You absolutely can. Everyone.
Could I
roll-
assist?
Yep.
Let's go, dog
Want to
pile.
it.
Let's go.
Want to assist the smart
Everyone does it.
man.
Holy shit. Go, Gregor. Go, Clint.
Alright.
I imagine this is the time where fucking Bradford would be probably setting a trap, so he's not.
Albiorn is just consistently getting in the way of the small.
Excuse me, the
Big
second number in the
ass.
higher one, that's mine.
That's mine.
This
the first
man
one's
flexes so hard.
yours. Another.
God damn,
Another.
you get the net.
Stop hoarding all the nat 20s!
Let's go, nerds.
Bitch, I got a -1.
So you see Erica like looking around,
Oh no.
and
She's the one that was successful. Shit.
she goes over. Halbjorn, kneel down.
Takes a knee.
She jumps on your shoulders.
What a touching moment. Where's the ring?
Bring me over there. She points above the fireplace in the middle.
He'll stand up and carry her on over.
And she like wobbles and stands up and like smushes your head down.
Watch it!
You see her grab onto it. Knew it. Look. The bark hangs lower here. It's not attached to the ceiling.
Is there a hole?
Wonderful.
Smoke rises. She slaps you on the forehead. Think about it. They didn't poison themselves because the smoke rises and goes under the bark and supports the insulation.
That was my guess, though. And so she's like standing on his shoulders right now.
Yeah, let her drop.
he pushes her ankles and tries to catch her, give her a scare.
Oh yeah, she's fine. Like we've established, she's easily the most frail here.
Just falls, breaks her neck.
And that's how she died.
Falls right in her coconut.
Cracks open, brain leaks out, freezes because it's cold. Anyways, you catch her.
Yep.
All right, let's get a fire started.
And that's how he picks up women.
Literally.
Shut up!
I have a flamethrower to start the fire.
I think that's a bit much.
We're in the room
needed.
entirely covered in bark. Maybe don't use a flamethrower.
You just see Erica chuckling. Is that how you pick up women? By having to bring them down to your level? She boops you on the nose before jumping off your arms.
I hold out a fist bump and just nod. I'm like, that was a good one. That was a good one.
Does she reject it?
Of course she takes it. She just cups her hands over her mouth. That's right, get shit on.
If she rejected my fist bump, I was gonna conjure a mage hand to fist bump me back.
That would have been the better outcome. It's
You
funnier.
fucking nerd!
No, I'm a trickster.
Sure, he'll shake his head and help Bradford set up traps.
You see, like, Doran just looking around the area. People were very resourceful.
Well, it's either you start getting resourceful or you start get busy dying. So, I think
How do
we
you
can
think-
imagine.
So
How do you think they learned?
Through time, experience,
Trial and error.
being thrown into the fires.
Well, it seems. How many tents were there? Like 7?
7?
So it was
Yeah.
a little.
28.
There's a little community then. Yeah.
Yep.
That makes sense.
-2.
It's not just this cave either, as Flora and Gregor put it.
So the very resourceful people that decided to cut away from here. Something's changed.
Do we actually check the other caves?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna go check. I'm not gonna go in, I just wanted to take a peek.
Yeah, as you say that, you see that Gregor has just finished slaying caltrops all over the entrance to the cave.
It's fine. It's fine. You can move through caltrops if you just move slowly through them without being affected by them.
Yeah, you can tiptoe through the tulip.
You won't
Yeah.
be going alone. That's an order. You'll at least take someone with you.
Bradford
Oh.
stands up.
I do a grandiose flourish and bow, but of course. Great leader. Wasn't thinking of it.
Make sure you. Oh wait, that saving stone goes to the other person. Never mind. Shit. I'll
Make
check
sure
on.
you have your whistle.
I look at Lucian and like, shut the fuck up. Look. Because we stole it. Remember, they don't know we stole it.
Yeah, that's right. My bad.
Y'all feel something?
Sending stuff. So me and Bradford go check out the other caves. Just a peek.
No, nothing necessary. They're in the same situation.
Roger. We go back. On the way back, though, I would ask Bradford if anything spikes when it comes to that sense of being watched.
Just roll me an investigation check. We'll call it a DC 10.
I'll
Hammer
assist
me.
him.
Roger.
Oh
do you check-
my god.
Do you check both or just the one?
Both.
One is pretty
Because
low.
Quinn's concern is what if like the community just grew so small that they all just consolidated in one cave as opposed to divide in three.
Did you notice that the other two have different numbers of 13 and then 7 of their little makeshift calendars?
Hmm?
So the one you're in has 15, the one that's
Right.
500 feet has 13, and the one that's 700 feet away has 7.
That's weird. Got any idea what that's about?
Yeah. Just kind of shrugs. Like that's
Less people.
yeah, something specific to them. I am not the one to ask, unfortunately.
I'm not gonna dig on deeper to find out. Let's go. Tell the smart people back at camp.
Should we take those with us? That way they can look at them instead of just having to rely on our shitty descriptions.
How big are they?
Oh, they're not
Wind
big.
chimes,
They're
aren't
like similar to a wind chime.
Oh,
I guess like if you imagine like a nunchuck, they're about that size.
Oh.
And there's just
Nice.
a bunch
Okay.
of them on a line.
okay. Oh, it's like old school Chinese money. Nice.
Oh, actually, yeah.
Man, I need
Do
some
we have to go-
nunchuck wind chimes.
Do we have to go into the cave to get them?
Yes.
I don't know if I want to. How far? Can I mage hand?
30. I mean, if you went like 20 feet in. Yeah, they're not super heavy because they're just hollow wood.
Alright, fine. Watch my back. And go collect them. All of them.
So as you do,
I
roll
love
me a
it.
dex save.
Oh, am I gonna
You
trip
trip.
as well?
No,
Hey, but you're good.
apparently not.
I saw how Bjorn eat shit earlier. Yeah. You think they trip like this all the time too? Like I know they lived here, but you think they trip like this too?
I mean, the kids probably. Running around, hit the thing.
Bad thing, Gale. Go over the foot incline and then collect all of it. And I don't fall for it the second time. In the other cave. And then we go back. But I still ask if Bradford like gets a spike in being detected, being watched. Like if that feeling changes, increases while we're out here.
Terrible. Yeah. He'll also like look around to see if. I don't imagine there'd be like tracks or anything, but like see if you ever seen The Ritual? How like
Yes.
sometimes when you look in the forest, you sometimes see something that might be a figure and then it moves.
Right.
He's trying to see like while we're walking if something moves and it's not
Literally.
supposed to.
literally the movie's best parts.
It's so fucking good.
You don't see anything, but that feeling does not change. You know what you almost relate it to?
Hmm.
The time you were seen before.
Ah, that's not great. He's having flashbacks to like fucking being in the pond. That's great.
Oh. Well, you're in a different form of water now. If you think about it.
No.
Clint
Well,
did not
there's
point
not
out the different forms of
something-
water.
Looking at you, always get that feeling like there might be a bomb under the table.
Just constantly tense. Sleeping is going to be very annoying.
Back we go. I tell the nerds about the other calendars.
We give the
Quote-unquote
nerds the other
calendars.
calendars.
I'm not smart enough to figure this sort of shit out.
30, 15, and 7. It's a decently specific pattern.
Halved?
Yeah, basically. So,
It is almost left, actually.
so one left in a month, one left in 2 weeks, one left a week after.
Oh, yeah, you brought them.
Yeah.
You know it at that last year, yeah, they did not all leave at the same time.
So maybe
The
there's some
first
division.
2 left on the same day, but the last one did not.
I think there was some division amongst the groups, and
Maybe the more responsible people left last. Oversee people leaving.
Maybe.
And too much else in either cave, though. They're in the same state as here. So, regardless, they took everything.
nevertheless, we're just speculating and to no benefit to our situation.
Yep. We can use them as firewood, at least.
Eh?
There's no food here. Or any remains of food, too.
We had the fish bones, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Fish bones. How the fuck did they get fish? The only source of water
The
is a
frozen
fucking
lake.
Well, yeah,
Well,
the
it
lake,
probably-
but they probably fished when it wasn't frozen.
Yeah.
Is it ever not frozen?
There's winter and then there's not winter. What the fuck do you mean?
So, as you asked this, you see Doran say, I think I can answer you that question. And it gave me an idea as to what to do ahead. He walks over to the brazier and says, if you look at the bottom, well, there is only kindling. Those large flat rocks, they probably used heat stones to melt through the frozenness to fish underneath.
Wouldn't it just be easier to just stab a stick through over and over and over than carrying hot rocks?
Yes, but you could set up multiple holes and wait for them to bore rather than waste energy. Well, your own energy.
Gave me the idea we might be able to pack them up and use them as an extrinsic source of heat.
Or we get caught by things that see heat.
You see, like him, like just like look up, like, oh, yeah, right.
Well, the thing is,
It's a good
we
thought.
already produce heat.
I don't know if I want to give that as a reason for we shouldn't care and just make more of it.
No, he's very right. Bright light is much easier to spot than dim.
That's fair.
It's a good thought, though, Doran. It's a good thought. Maybe we could use it on the way out. We could stop by here again on the way back down.
Or we could use that idea while we're setting up camps in the future, if we set up any more camps. Looks at Mountain. When we set up camps in the future. Just heat overnight at the very least.
Here, Martin, like pop up. All things considered, I'm glad we all went in this together instead of splitting the hell up.
That would have been very bad.
Well, it's like Poirier says. We are all one team.
Yeah, he looked over at Poi, who has not left that fire's side.
He's just like wide lounging next to it. He's like leaned on the floor.
He's just hugging the fire like, thank you, my friend.
This is me now. This is where I live.
This is my existence for the next 4 hours.
Oh wait, no, my bad. I found Pole. Here you go.
Nope. I always forget that he eats the flower.
Yeah, he eats the fucking flower.